I was telling her about how traumatized I was by social interaction sometimes, or when people look at me, my natural reaction is to sort of like be weird and whatever, which I know seems like a strange thing to say because we so often stand in front of large groups of people who are staring at us, but I don't know, there's some sort of, when the lights are on you, you can really become someone different, but it's a whole other thing when I'm like in a Taco Bell and someone's staring at me. I don't know. Anyways, but my mom reminded me of this thing that happened to me and Tegan when we were little kids, when we were out at like a bird sanctuary or something, and she doesn't remember which one of us. I mean, that could be part of my psychosis right there, but one of us, a horse, came up behind us and started eating one of our jacket hoods and pulled us up in the air and was like eating one of our jackets, and my mom was like punching the horse in the mouth or whatever. In the knuckle or the nose part, the long. Anyway, and my mom said that we were totally, whichever one it was of us, was in total shock. And then the other one, let's say Tegan was being eaten by the horse, I was so traumatized by this experience, and my mom was worried that we would never recover, like that we had suffered some sort of like grave trauma, and that we would never recover. But of course we were children, so we got over it, and we never mentioned it again. But I'm convinced that it is like in my subconscious for the rest of time, this image of Tegan being eaten by a horse, and it's caused all this social anxiety for me in situations that are like the unknown. So I was thinking about that, and then I was thinking during the last song about why I always write such anxiety-ridden songs, and I'm completely convinced it's horses. And here's another fact, if you want to know, if you're writing a school paper. I am allergic to horses, and I only found this out when I was, this is so boring, when I was a teenager. Sometimes I feel like if I don't tell you something about myself that you'll leave thinking that you had no idea who we were. So I know this story is not very rock and roll, but maybe you'll know a few things about it. I think it's really weird. You do think it's weird and interesting? I mean, I don't know if any of you were ever eaten by an animal in a park or sanctuary, but I mean, that's fucked up. It's pretty traumatizing, especially when you're 4. And anyway, I don't wish it on any of you, and if you're 4 right now, you should ask your parents tonight if they can keep you safe from animals eating you, that sort of thing. But anyways, at this time, I'm going to play another song about me being anxious, and I want you to consider if we had it in the budget, I would bring out a person dressed in a horse costume right now to stand next to me, just to sort of really, no, you can't, there's no horse costume, you can't volunteer because there's nothing, but I appreciate you two volunteering for that job. That would be an amazing job. Okay, so here we go. So this is a song that I want you to think about me or Tegan being eaten by a horse.